How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to Gyro's World. Hardcore Minecraft at its finest. Today's gonna be a busy day. I have a few things that I want to try and tackle. Well, more specifically, two things that I'd like to really tackle. And one thing I'd like to do if we have time. Depending on how one of those things go, the second one will be very time consuming. What I want to do is get our first building set up on this side, which means I am going to need to go collect a little bit of dirt to fill in that final patch there. But the building that I want to put over there is actually going to be a fully automatic carrot and potato farm. Because even though the chicken has been working, for some reason it is not yielding nearly what I expected. I mean, look at that. We've only got 2 chicken in here, 24 in our pocket, and this thing's been running for approximately 10 hours. But in order to accomplish that, I'm going to need villagers. Which means I might as well set up a villager breeder, because I'm also going to try to get mending today. And depending on how long that takes, if I can get mending in a decent amount of time, and we have time left for the day, I want to start filling out the hill back here with the wheat that I wanted to put up, because I think that's going to look really cool. But that's just a decorative thing, and that's why that's the last task for today. If we don't get to it, and it's fine. All right, so like I said, the first thing we're going to need to do is to get ourselves some dirt. So what I want to do is basically just take this mound of dirt here with me. I want to go lay it over there to make a nice flat area for us to build on. All right, now with that out of the way, I want to set up the breeder far enough away that it's not going to be constantly active, and I can just come over here and activate it when I want to. So I'm probably going to put the breeder somewhere around here. So let me go ahead and clear out some space yet again. We're going to set ourselves up a little home away from home for a minute. There we go. Nice little perimeter. Oh, good. Yeah, no, this is exactly what I need. But while they're passing, here's what we got so far. Enclosed safe chamber for our boyos. So let's get that capture chamber set up. All right, this thing's looking fairly well together now. The next thing I have to do is create a little bit of a rail system from here over to the village over there. Try to cart just 2 villagers over here. I think that should be easy enough. Okay, so here's where we're at. We got 1 guy in here, and we got 1 guy down there already. So we have just enough to start the breeder. You know, this is kind of a situation where I really kind of wish I had Anyway, this is kind of a situation where I really miss my wings. Wings right now would be lovely. Alrighty, easy enough. First guy in. Have a very, you know what, I should probably follow you just so you don't get stuck. Something stupid happens, right? Like this specific situation. Be free. Well, be back in your home. Go safely. There you go. All right, sir. Gonna just yoink that from you. Perfect. You're stuck. That's exactly what I wanted to see. All right, here we go. 1 more carted. If I could possibly get it over to the tracks, maybe we can get them up. Come on, sweet fella. No. Heck. Hey, and he's off. Look at him go, picking up speed. He's so excited. And I believe for now, well, not with that guy standing there at least, but if I want to try and turn this off, I should be able to put a redstone torch here. Stop them from being able to sense the bed, just means they should try to stop breeding, right? I want to give these guys a chance just to try to get started before I go and clean everything up, I think. Oh, here we go. There we go. And there goes the little fella. Oh, getting pushed up way too soon. There we are. I think that's done it. So now I will just leave these guys here to do their thing while I head on back home to start setting up this carrot and potato farm. It's going to be a very similar design to what I just did with the carrots for the breeder, so I may not go over this block by block. However, it's very simple, and I'm definitely going to be showing it off. You know what though, I did just remember that I had told myself that I would not be building any automatic farms on that side, that was going to be mostly villagers and stuff over there. This is a villager powered farm. Should we count this as an automatic farm or count it as villagers? You know, this is villager powered as well, and we count this as an automatic farm. So I'm thinking we'll count it as an automatic farm. We're going to build the potato and carrot farm over here. And I already know the block palette that I want to go for this. So we're going to build the bare bones of the farm, just like we did with this, and not worry about the rest of the building yet, because I really want brick. And brick's going to be a lot easier to get when we have some masons set up. Now that we got the villager breeder up and running, that should be relatively easy to pull off. So bare bones farm, and we'll worry about the rest of it later. All right, so here's the general outline of what I'm going for here. We'll have one guy right here in the middle that'll be receiving food from both sides. I don't actually have any potatoes though, which I did not realize going into this. But once I get some potatoes, this side will be stocked up with potatoes. And for now, we're just gonna have carrots. So if we can get 2 guys carted over here and a third one maybe stored over here somewhere until I can get some potatoes, that should be good enough to get this thing up and rolling. All right, all the tracks are in place. You can see in the distance our destination. We're gonna wait for these guys to produce one more child, and we're gonna wait for this one down here to grow up. All right, we got, let's see here, is there, I can't tell if there's another little guy in there, but we got the big guy out. That's good, that's something. Oh, there is another little guy down there, perfect. Well, let's get this one guy in place. Let's get you on your way, good sir. Take your cart away. You should be chilling. I don't think there's any way you can get out of here, right? And we're gonna get another guy right in here. And then we should be able to start automatically producing carrots, you know, once this guy starts planting carrots. But first we have to go wait for this other little baby child to grow up. Oh, wow, the other guy's grown up already. Well, let's go ahead and put him where he belongs. Beautiful. Let me get my cart out of there. Let's get the last one set up here. Kind of forgot that lighting was a thing I might need, but let's put those guys in there. One last dude to spawn, and then we need to go to find some potatoes. Where does one find potatoes? I decided to head out and just do a little bit of exploring, see if maybe, possibly, I could find myself some potatoes, and here we go. I don't actually know if shipwrecks have potatoes, but they can have some good stuff, so let's see what we got here. Ooh, smithing template, coast armor. I forgot that was even a thing. I've never messed with this stuff. Some enchanted tunics, some more carrots, nothing crazy in here. Ah, and here's the treasure room. Yet again, nothing crazy. We're gonna grab this treasure map, see if we get lucky, but I kind of feel like exploring the oceans, exploring some sunken ships, might be my best bet of finding some potatoes, or a village. I see a village, should be a good one too. Oh my goodness, speak of. Is that another sunken ship right there? Another buried treasure map, I'll take it. Oh, it's the same map, so I actually don't need to take both of these. It looks like our map's bringing us right over here. Now, I don't remember what the trick is for finding the treasure super easily, but let's see what we can do here. There we go. There's that treasure. Ooh la la. There's some extra food, that's fine. I'm not, again, not worried about the iron really. Ooh, there's another village, and we also got a mesa right here. Absolutely get a screenshot of that. That could end up being super useful. Wait a second. I completely forgot these guys were in the game now. A camel. But that's crazy. I completely forgot these guys existed in the game right now. You're joking. You're joking. I finally find potatoes and they're poison? Come on, dude. That's just not even funny. Alright, let me drop everything off here because I got a lot of loot. Most of it's pretty good. And I certainly do not want to lose anything. Still on the hunt for spuds. I can't believe I've now wasted nearly 2 hours of this episode just exploring and looking for potatoes. It's honestly kind of insane. Oh my god. Oh my god. Regular potatoes. Thank goodness, dude. I was starting to think I made them up. I was starting to think potatoes weren't real. I'm going home and I'm getting these potatoes set up. All right, and off they go. Be a potato farmer. Everybody's in. Everything looks relatively set up. I can't now just wait and see what happens when they try to throw items over. Now, one of the last things I really wanted to do today, attempt to get ourselves a mending trade. And that is definitely going to be a building on this side of the river. So I'm going to clean up the bridge because we don't really need to get to the other side anymore for right now. Soon enough right here we're going to have like an actual bridge anyway, so. But before I get too carried away with the cleanup, I am still going to need a majority of what's left of these tracks now, and I have to figure out what my building's even gonna look like. Do I want to make a full library with multiple spots for enchanted book wielding villagers, or do I just want one small hut with a mending villager in it for now? Something to think about. I'm not sure. Well, here we go. I got a little bit of an idea put together. Enchants are us. Let's start from the outside, a little bit of a zoom out here. Got the off-center roof, which is actually centered by the chimney in the back, which I think is pretty cool. We got a nice little overhang on the front porch here, which actually creates a porch, which I think looks wonderful. Really helps tie this together just a little bit here. But if we come inside, first things first, we got this nice circular door here that we head in here. We got a ton of storage on each side of the entrance, as well as an anvil and some other stuff, and enough space for 6 librarians, one of which will absolutely be mending, the rest of which we'll see what kind of cool enchants we get. I'm not gonna spend a ton of time on it though, because we'll just see what we get. And of course, out the back we have all of the campfires, which of course can be used, but I also have some hidden furnaces out the back, which what will they really be used for? I'm not really entirely sure, but I thought it was kind of a nice use of space. And there we go. That's going to be our first couple of enchanted books. And I like the way that this has come together. This looks really nice kind of from all sides, honestly. I've put a lot of time into it. Now comes the part where I have to actually build it. So let's gather some supplies. Alrighty, I have, I think, all the materials I'm gonna need right here in this chest behind me. And I've gone ahead and laid down the footprint of the building. So let's go ahead and knock this out with a quick time lapse. That way you guys don't have to hear the hurricane happening in the bathroom down the hall. Somebody's got the fan on, it's so loud. Let's go. Alrighty, here we go. Our first ever villager building, 99% done. And we're not even gonna look at the backside because it's ugly, but the interior is looking pretty nice. Right back here is where we're gonna put our first mending villager, hopefully. And then we're gonna get a couple of other enchants that I'm gonna think about over the next couple days what I want to get in here. You guys should probably leave some comments down below for what you think we should grab as well, because that could be really helpful. You guys might know something I don't know. Speaking of comments, let's go over our comment question of the day while I try to get this villager in place. And we're actually gonna do 2 for the price of 1 today because I forgot to do 1 last episode. So first up, we have Fireberry Taco, who says, "Hi man, what mod are you using for the time just above your HUD? Thanks." I believe they're talking about the one that's kind of right on my toes. And it's actually not a mod, I believe it's a data pack. And I actually tried to find it so that I could link it for them in a comment or something like that. And I couldn't find it again. I don't know what it is. However, I obviously still have it working and installed for this world. So if you, Fireberry Taco, are maybe watching this video, join the Discord and I can send you the file for it, you know, in like a DM or something. And if maybe you're wondering the same thing and you're maybe not Fireberry Taco by chance, that's fine. Also join the Discord. Let me know if you want it and we can sort something out. Let's get this guy on a move while we go over the next comment question, which is from Emu, who you guys might remember from UnityCraft if you guys have been around for a while. Remember the Goober Trio? What Minecraft mob do you think we would all be? If you feel inclined, I dare you to go and collect each of those mobs in this world. That actually sounds very doable. However, I've not given this much thought. And I want to know from you guys in the comment section what you guys think as well. What Minecraft mob do I remind you of? And if you guys remember Emu and Comp, what Minecraft mob did they remind you of? Emu probably reminds me most of the Ally, a mob I still haven't messed with, but I believe it's in this 1.20 update, so I should see one eventually, right? Take your minecart, thank you. Now, I know that you're not gonna jump over because of this carpet trick that I did here. It should be turning off their pathfinding. However, I'm not convinced that if I remove this block, it won't reset it. So while we're doing this part, I'm gonna leave that trapdoor there just in case. Anyway, I think Compultator, I think he'd have to be an iron golem, right? That's the closest thing to a robot that we have in Minecraft. And I don't think there's a mob that really would scream Compultator personality wise. Oh, Silk Touch is another great one that we should probably pick up a book for. And for myself, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what my most mending. Do we have 9 emeralds? I don't have any on me. I think I have some in the house though. Oh, we got 59 emeralds. Beautiful. Let's lock this boyo in. All right, lock in that mending trade. I'm not that worried about good deals right this second. Now, whoa, hello child. Now, as I was saying, I do not think that I'm gonna buy a whole ton of mending books right now. I can very least go ahead and mending the shovel, and I might go ahead and pickaxe and shovel. Because these two guys are gonna be workhorses for sure. And they both have the enchantment path that I want for them already set up. So I'm gonna head down here. I'm gonna heal these guys up. We didn't even have to wait that long for the mending, which means we still have an hour basically to do some planting. We can actually get everything done that I wanted to do today. That's pretty exciting. Now with a fully healed shovel and pickaxe at my disposal, I want to start planning out a little bit of what we're doing here with my like field of wheat idea. I'm gonna need a lot of leaves. I think probably oak, maybe mixed with some jungle. So I'm gonna go back there and grab those. And I want to leave enough space, obviously, to continue my path that's going to come down through here to the other bridge, and maybe some space for a building up here. And I think right through here, I might leave this as well. I'm not going to fill this in, and maybe even landscape it a little bit to have a nice little like hidden path back here off to something else. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is take some of this cobbled deep slate just for markers, basically. And I know that I don't want the field of wheat coming all the way down, so we're going to stop here, and this little area down here, I'm not sure what I want to do with it. I might create a tiny little pond, possibly. Not too bad. Of course, not decorated at all, but not too bad for the edge of what will effectively be my wheat farm. All right, now comes the part where we collect some leaves, and I've decided that I'm only going to be using the oak leaves for this because I don't have nearly enough saplings. All right, a little bit of time has passed now, and I've got a decent amount set up. Got the entranceway here, which of course is not complete, kind of just a generalized, hey, here's where you come in kind of idea. I'll probably just actually put a little staircase here. I think that'd be a lot simpler. But inside here, we see we got some crops laid down already. I've been trying to figure out some of the spacing for water, and we got these little posts here, which I think I actually might replace. There will be lanterns sitting on top of those posts for some lighting. I don't think I have any lanterns just kind of hanging around in here, but I know that I have some spruce wood fences. But I think it's gonna look pretty cool once everything starts growing in. Well, I've been working a little bit more on some pathing here. I'm gonna have a small path that breaks off to that entrance over there. This is gonna be the main path up to the top. We'll have a little building up here. And of course, all of this is gonna be wheat seed. And I got everything double tall, so except for the entrances, still don't have a path up here from the outside, but that's okay. We'll figure that out later. Because I was still trying to figure this out. Very small little path. And it's looking pretty nice. And last but not least, I am very curious if this has been running at all. Because I had to readjust the collection system here and put some hopper minecarts in. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. It has been working. Carrots and potatoes are on their way. And of course, this thing is absolutely ridiculously full still as well. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to hit that like button before you head out, and subscribe if you guys are indeed new around here. We currently have an absolutely ridiculous viewer to subscriber ratio. It's off the charts. I didn't even know it was possible to have above a 90% unsubscribed viewer ratio, which is insane. So if you're watching this video, that means you're probably not subscribed. And it would mean a lot if you could hit that button for me before you head out. And if you haven't already seen the first couple episodes of this series, here's a playlist on screen for you, as well as YouTube's suggestion for you. I have no idea what that video is, but YouTube knows it pretty well, so maybe check it out. But with that, I'm gonna get out of here. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and see you guys all in the next one. Bye bye.